You guys didn't get to see, but this is the pirate girl. Whoopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Like, I wanted to keep this headgear thing, but I didn't want this thing. I originally wanted like this, right? But it wouldn't let me, right? And I like this style, although, you know, not the hair color, but we can keep it black. But I don't know if this works well or this works well, and you could decide. See, I don't mind it being blue, I just wish it was more darker because I just don't like the color. Where's the shoulder things? Where? There. I could probably make this design more erotic through, you know, artistic abilities. But I thought I'd just show you. So we have the castles variant, Christmas variant, cowboy variant, and pirate variant. No, I have a video I want. Just let me go grab a drink before I start this, because we are now on, as you can see, spaceship. Okay, let's do this one next. Mostly because I don't care. Mostly because I don't care for this new Ninjago shit, right? I kind of stopped paying attention after the pirate genies and shit, and I was barely paying attention there. You know what I don't understand? Why don't they make a Lego figure of like something like this, or like, you know, so like something like these for Jurassic Park, but like have the suit designed like the T-Rex from like you know, modeled after the raptors and shit, so it doesn't look off and greenish, you know? I was gonna say the most horniest shit about this character, but nah, I'll leave it. Now's not the time to be down bad. BRB. Okay, this, I'm gonna have the, I just want to talk about Charlotte B. Morales. Because I don't think I'll be using her for the main thumbnail for the Miles Morales thing, but she is such an interesting, like, character. Like, there's more to her than just, because to simplify it, right? I have Charlotte Morales, and then Charlotte B. Morales, right? Charlotte Morales is the main thumbnail design, right? And is a black variant, right? But Charlotte B. Morales is a white variant of Charlotte Morales, right? And because it's like, I made two designs mostly because I didn't know which would be the right one, because I feel like it would be like somehow, somewhere, someone's gonna get mad at the choices, right? It's like, because if I make this variant of Charlotte, you know, Charlotte Morales black, right? And it's like a variant of Charlotte, which is kind of like a somewhat of a self-insert, but like its own thing. It would, some people might go, oh, this would be blackface, but then if I make the character white, it's like, oh, you're whitewashing this character. So it feels like it was a lose-lose situation, but I think it was a safer bet to just, so I made them two different timelines, right? One, it will be through the thumbnail design, and the other will be through artistic journey, I guess. Because, like, I want to talk about it because I find Charlotte B. Morales is, like, not just a recolor, right? But, like, a complete different backstory, but the same upbringing, I guess. And I'm just really proud of it to be something more than just a altered recolor, you know? Where where do I start? Like, again, trying to place the order of things of when and what happened is a bit difficult, but like basically she has been adopted by, you know, the Morales family, right? And I'm trying to think of where the origin starts, right? It was either by, right? It was either by being abandoned and kind of just, because I imagine she has, you know, what most variants have, right? A tail, pointy ears, you know, black eye, and because of that, she's being seen as something demonic, or, you know, so kind of like, think of it like raggedy, like all that she's wearing, right, or is allowed to wear, is like this, like raggedy clothes, right? No shorts, no underwear, just tied in this room. Like, I don't know whether it's just like kind of one of her like ankles are being, or like if both her hands are tied, but like the thing is that the things are so tight that it's creating red burn marks around, right? Malnutrition, like, so someone's definitely like keeping an eye around to make sure no one finds her. So not that she's completely abandoned, she's being literally neglected and tortured and starved because they think, oh, something Satanist, right? Sharp, pointy teeth, you know, shit like that. And so, like, she's filthy, she's dirty, she's, like, you know, all bones, brittle, no muscle, no fat. Locked in a room with only, like, a window that barely shows, like, that's way up high, and barely shows any light. So she's almost 95% surrounded in darkness, like, constantly, right? But, you know, they still occasionally feed and, like, give her a drink occasionally just to toy with her so she doesn't die, right? Thinking that this whole old-fashioned shit of, like, oh, trying to starve the demon out or whatever, right? And I can't, or, so, like, that's one, or it's just, you know, kind of similar. The other origin is, it's kind of similar, but it's more like just in an apartment and kind of, like either a rope around her neck is connected to like some sort of wall, so almost like being treated like an indoor dog. You know, bowl on the floor, just being mistreated, or, you know, like almost as inhuman. So like, and then there is her so-called family, but like, you know, still mistreating her. And I imagine that the this is of course kind of way before the you know, so like way before they, what was it, they're in the new apartment, so this is one of the old apartments. And shit, sorry, fuck, I clicked on the wrong fucking thing trying to make sure, like, I was trying to click on a thing so it doesn't turn off, but then, like, as I do that, a notification comes down. So I imagine, my idea, right, is this doesn't affect the core world, simply the one she inhabits, right? I imagine they were at the start. I'm so sorry. I can't remember the names besides Davis. I can't remember the I want to say Camila, but that could be wrong, right? And the idea is that they were in a long. They started off as a long distance relationship, so they were barely around, right? So I imagine Miss Morales kind of took things into her own hands. And so, like, I like to think that I say adopted, but not in the sense of legally. It's more she saw how badly they were treating this, you know, Charlotte. So, like, she took it into her own hands. And so, like, it was kind of a shock. It was kind of a shock to, you know, Davis, right? Because they didn't talk about this or anything. It just kind of something that happened. And like I feel like, because I don't want to misinterpret any of the characters, right? So, like, okay, let me put my thoughts into words, right? I imagine she would be a little startled about her I was gonna say disfigurement. That's not it. Not disfigurement, but you know, the things that clearly aren't human. But like, clearly you see how she's been treated, you know? And I kind of imagined that the whole process was more like how a person would slowly, like, you know, like, adopted dogs or whatever, how the mistreated ones are like more hostile or, you know, distant. It's not that she was distant, but like it's more distrustworthy, anxious, nervous, whatever you want to call it, right? And slowly gains to trust her, but only her, at least for now, right? And I mean, I guess I could make like a little animated short of like, you know, Charlotte B. Morales' origin. And because of the way she was treated, you know, from birth, right? She kind of has a problem with, I guess, new people. Not that... Oh, it's so hard to explain because my brain moves faster than my words want it to, you know? So like it's not, so she does have a problem with people, but not them, but herself in a sense. Like she constantly feels like, you know, she shouldn't belong, she shouldn't exist. Self-issues, right? Self-esteem and such, right? So she is a nervous wreck. And like I think the only one she doesn't feel that way is kind of around, you know, her adoptive parents, because they are the only one that treated her kindly, right? But because of how she was treated at birth, she's still a little bit jumpy or jittery whenever, like, she'll space out and they'll gently raise their voice to get her attention, and that causes her to be jumpy and jittery. Like, so she always feels like something's wrong, that she doesn't belong because of her, you know, ears, tails, whatever, right? And I still need to... So a lot of things are missing in the points in time of what happened. Depending on which... I guess the easier one is to find... The easiest one, right? Would be the one... her being locked in a room and such, rather than an apartment with her biological family. Because I feel like with the biological timeline, right? That there would have to be some kind of, because they'll definitely notice that their freak of nature child is missing, and definitely want to go on a hunt, you know, to hunt it down. So I feel like there'll be a kind of, not climax, but like a big fight between her biological and a new adoptive, you know, family. I imagine Davis wouldn't be too pleased, mostly because not being told, right? But like slowly kind of like, you know, alright, let's give it a shot, you know? Because clearly, if those people like treat her like this, then surely even she'll be bullied in like adoptive care. You get what I mean? So she constantly feels like her existence is wrong, and she's just a jittery, nervous mess. And I think like her personality is kind of oh, what's his name, right? The nervous chick from Chainsaw Man, with the combination of, you know, the nervous one from the big three from My Hero Academia. It's just like, I just want to go home kind of thing. So like the difference is like with the first timeline, that variant of Charlotte is their biological daughter, right? But in the second timeline, it's adoptive daughter. And as I was like talking, I find it, I don't know, enduring the idea of like, because of how nervous she is, it kind of comes through when fighting bad guys, and the bad guys feel bad. Like, are you in the right mental state? We can, if you want, you can let me go, and you can come after me when you're feeling ready, you know? Of course, not all bad guys will be like that, and they'll take the advantage of bullying, or I guess bullying is the right word. They're just villains, you know? And unlike most variants of Charlotte, where it's like, you know, no one really acknowledges or pays attention to the strangeness of her tail or ears, right? This one, because she's trying to play human, right? She constantly, like her tail would kind of either be beside her thighs, like in her leggings, stockings, whatever, or it would wrap around, so like it's easier to move around to, but it's more sweaty and suffocating because, you know, it's not out in the free, you know, freedom and shit. I imagine she would have long hair to constantly, she wouldn't have to worry about her ears, because even if people get a glimpse, it doesn't show the full thing, so like her hair easily covers it, or just wears beanies or hats or whatever, right? And with her eye, right? I imagine that she like keeps it closed, although, because when you think about it, how long can you keep an eye closed consciously, right? How long can you keep it closed? Like, you know what I mean? So like the first timeline is the confident game time, where the second timeline is the nervous wreck. I just really wanted to talk about Charlotte B. Morales. And like, I'll definitely make like a little origin short for her, but like, I guess it'll be which version, right? The confrontation version, or the version where she's just like hidden in the walls somewhere, kind of. I guess it's really up to you, but like, I just was, because I didn't want her to just be a recolor, right? So I wanted her to have her own backstory to separate her from the first timeline. She's like, oh, the only difference is the color of skin. No, I wanted, you know, different personality, different way she does things. Because I had a lot of not ideas, but like, I guess daydreams or thoughts, right? And it's like, if Charlotte B. Morales would ever interact, right, with another Miles variant, right, I feel like, and forgive me if I'm wrong and mischaracterizing them, but I feel like Miles would be a little taken aback that Charlotte B. Morales has a different tone than most other Miles, right? And whenever, like, he would, like, point that out and, like, question it, I think she would most likely kind of emotionally break down like, unstable, not unstable, but, like, kind of mentally, no, again, I don't know the right thing, but basically, kind of like a emotional breakdown, like constantly apologizing because she feels like she shouldn't not only be not wearing this mask, but also not even be born in the first place. So, like, it's kind of like a point of view where he may be simply asking it as a question, like, she sees it as a interrogating statement. So she feels not intimidated, that's not the word, but you know what I mean? Just kind of, again, I can't say emotionally break down, because how would you describe a emotional breakdown, right? It's like, what's the difference of emotionally distraught and regularly distraught? And I can't tell the difference, so I'm not the best person to be saying this, that, and the third, you know? And it kind of stresses me out because I can't tell the difference, and even asking other people, then they can't tell the difference. It's like, am I using it in the right statement? Am I not? I wish someone would clarify, but they do not know, you know? But you get what I mean? Kind of just quivering, sobbing, and constantly apologizing, feeling like she's misplaced amongst the other variants. Really hate, like, having to, like, shave, because it's such a pain in the ass, but as well, but if I don't, you know, like myself, considering that I find myself unattractive with any type of hair that's, you know, that isn't on my head. My bad, sorry, I was rambling. But I just really wanted to talk about that variant, because I find that variant so intriguing with the backstory, you know. So, like, sorry, I'm repeating myself. I'll just, pardon me, mute myself and listen to music. I blame the AI. Like, if the AI wasn't so retarded and running off the fucking point, we could have won. We could have won. I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm just saying that with a little bit more confidence, right? I'm just saying that if the fucking AI did not run off to fucking, you know, suck the other team's dick repeatedly, that we literally could have fucking won. But they keep fucking off, and then the other AI, for some reason, they're connected like a fucking hive mind, and fucking, what's the word, B-rush? Like, they rush to the fucking point together, and I'm by myself because the other dick cunts are fucking out wherever. How is that my fault? Like, seriously, how is it my fault for losing when the other cunts can't sit fucking still? Because it's kind of like, not inconsiderate, inconsistent. Like, it's almost like each team's AI are like doing two different things. Where it's like the other team's AI is to fuck off and kill themselves, and the other team's AI is to fucking bomb rush the fucking point, kicking my ass because the dumb cunts aren't there to fucking help me. Unplug yourself, bitch! You traveled the galaxy and discovered every planet. Now time to explore a new frontier. Okay, when do these release? 17 hours. So I'm gonna change it to this one, right? Because okay, not that much, not that much. Dragon Rising, it's time to stand up to the Imperium and stop these Mergequake Ninja Go. So let's create a space variant. What the fuck is that? So let's just take this as a basis. Okay, let's just remove that and pick a face. Okay, no, we don't want... We've unlocked quite a lot of bit of that, actually. Okay. Oh, imagine if it's like... So, like, that pickaxe is just a elongated, like, blade weapon, rather than just being a separate thing. Only I have the vision of what it could be. See, that does match, right? But that's like a Samus suit, I guess. Let me redo the legs. I know it's trust the process, but I don't even trust myself no more. I can make this work, just trust me. Can I use this? Yes, sir. Can't change the color of the hair, sadly. You are locking things away from me. Oh, how fucking menacing. Just this big bulky tank. Like all of the other ones have guns, right? Like, oh, this one's easy to take down. It doesn't have any guns. He pulls out these two fucking machete-ass blades. Nah, I find this more amusing. Oh, see that where it says gold? Is that like the Mr. Gold things? Wish I could change the color because it kind of, you know. That's a much funnier taunt. Trust the process. Trust the process.